All right, and here we are. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for popping in here. We have a fiery C West matchup for you tonight with 210 Blechman Street taking on Clouded Minds After Dark. Tonight with me for his first cast ever is the Death Punisher. Punisher, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm happy to be here, Dax. Thanks for the invite on this.
Of course, man, of course. So as we get in here, we're just going to take a look at this. Make sure the teams are all good here. But we will jump over here to the map picks and bans here as a sec just to see how we got here. So we did see Blechman Street wanted to go ahead and ban Dragonshire and Towers of Doom, while Clouded Minds went and banned BOE and Tomb of the Spider Queen. And Blechman Street won the coin flip. They opted for first pick, putting the ball over in Clouded Minds' court and taking us to Infernal Shrines, my favorite map, and most of NGS's as well. But let's go over here. So what do you think of Infernal Shrines here?
Yeah, it's a fun map with some interesting mechanics. All about trying to get the little minion goblins in there and then clearing them out before the other team does. So hopefully we should see some good team fights here if that's what you're in for. I think we have a good match in our hands for this.
Absolutely. Here, just looking at the teams. Let me just look here. Not sure the teams. Swapping this over. All right, so Zamara. So I'm sorry about that. So welcome to everybody. Weenus, thank you for the bits, sir. Swap with them. An extras swap with there. Okay. All right, just making sure that these are good. So yeah, like Infernal Shrines, man. Like, gotta get that double rotate usually going on. Need the shrine clear. All right, just letting them know that we are ready before we hop right into here. But yeah, Infernal Shrines, gotta get that shrine clear. Yeah, absolutely. All right, GG's everyone. Looking for good games. And just don't want no one getting upset. All right, so we're getting ready's coming out here. All right. If you had to have a desired dream comp here, what would it be?
Oh gosh, I'm right now. I'm all about that Kerrigan life, right? So anything with a good Kerrigan kind of let her be on a shrine, clear those minions out in a good 4-man. So maybe a kind of a Diablo etc to kind of help pull off a little bit, get some good kills and engages there. So yeah, I think I'm kind of looking forward to hopefully getting to see a little bit of Kerrigan on this if we could.
I'm in love with Kerrigan, and we got Crusher coming in. Crushinator, I'm sorry, with the raid. Crushinator, thank you, sir. Hopefully your cast went well. Hopefully the games were good. Looking forward to catching that VOD later on. We are just getting right into this draft between 210 Blechman Street, actually a new team here in NGS, taking on not necessarily a new team in Clouded Minds, but maybe just a reiteration, a sister team, if you will, with a lot of friendly names going out here. So let's see if these teams did their homework. We will see the Imperius span coming out here. Not necessarily the greatest wave clear, but really good engage and really good for the blow up.
Definitely curious if that's more of a target ban, for the other side here, or if, we have on the left side those guys just have a rough time into that.
Absolutely, and standard Chromie ban. She does a ton of work on this Immortal Fight. Does a ton of damage. Can essentially just remove one person from the game. As well as just poke safely from the safety of her own front porch. And we're going to see a May ban. So, May, a really a nuisance hero on these shrines. With that Blizzard, can zone out the entire objective. Frost Wall or Ice Wall can just lead to a lot of combos, as well as just Avalanche being, I think, the most silly talent in the game. Just being able to, take your whole team and just put them, where they don't want to be. But Dung Beetle, solid name, is going to first pick that Tychus. Spicy. Spicy. All right, so we do see Weenus going to go ahead and snatch up that Gaslow, that one-man wrecking crew. And Zamara going to pick up that Gul'dan. You don't see a ton of Gul'dan. Very immobile mage, but one of my favorites. But then we're going to see Dominator going to go ahead and pick up that KT. Really good on the shrines themselves. So both teams going to have real good shrine clear. And the first healer of the game going to get picked up here by Asterix is going to be that Lucio.
Yeah, curious to see what they pair with that Lucio, but they definitely will help with the solid rotations on this map as well to kind of move quickly between lanes there with the speed boost.
All right, absolutely. Now, with the Gaslow, he's going to be able to zone off the objective pretty well by himself, especially the nice thing about this one is on the mini-map, you do know where the objective is going to be, so he has time to rotate early, set up his turrets, and can be real hard to rotate in on a Gaslow there if he is set up early. But going with that Diva ban, and we do see Tiger going to go ahead and pick up that Sonya, another great hero on this particular map. And same thing with Johanna. Like we see Cloud of Mine just going all in on the Shrine Clear here.
Absolutely, Johanna's a great pick for this map. Especially with the zoning off and just letting Sonya, play that Kerrigan role and just clear out the, definitely get those shrine objectives cleared out as quickly as possible.
Yep, absolutely. And then, like to your point there, because with the Gaslow and the Gul'dan, that's a lot of siege damage. So if they win the team fight, they can just leave Sonya to spin to win on the objective, grab the Immortal, and they can just off and push in a different lane. But here we go. We do see Murden going to get picked up here, as well as the Asmodan. Don't get to see a lot of Asmodan of late, but going for that double mage comp and with the Tychus. So that front line looking pretty beefy right now with the Gaslow, Sonya, and the Johanna. So the double bruiser with the front tank. But Skycake, not Spycake, Skycake looking to grab the healer there, and we'll grab that Anduin for the what I would presume would be the Light Bomb Falling Sword combo.
Oh, always love to see that.
Yeah, add that into a Gravel Bomb, into just all of Gul'dan's damage, and just Sonya spinning to win. It looks like we see what Clouded Mind wants to do here in this team fight. Do you have a draft that you like more one than the other?
I would say I think Cloud of Mines definitely has a little bit stronger draft to me, in my opinion. Objective clear wise, they're top tier for that. So I think it'll be a little bit more rough for the team over on the Blechman Street, but I'm looking forward to a good game here between both of them.
Yeah, absolutely here. So just jumping back here to us while we load in this particular match here. Looks like we got no potatoes here today, so should load it in pretty quickly. I'm with you. Both. So it looks like they want to win a team fight, but they do have the ability to clear the shrines. But there's a lot of damage coming out from the side of Blechman Street here as well. So we're going to jump into the game here. I will announce the blue side, the left side here for 210 Blechman Street. We do have Dominator on the Kael'thas, Blanchard, or B1 Anchor on the Asmodan, Dung Beetle on Tychus, Asterix on Lucio, and Illidol on the Lucio. Oh, I'm sorry, on the Murden there. And then who do we have on the red side there?
Yeah, so I apologize if this is going to be really bad here, but on Gaslow we have Weenus, on Sonya we have Tiger, on the Gul'dan we have Zamara, and then on the Anduin we have Skycake, 420, and then wrapping up with Johanna with Special Chai.
All right, let's jump over to the in-game scene here. So a little bit of just trade and poke. Skycake finds himself really low here, taking some of that extra poke damage coming out. Dung Beetle does use the dash to get out of there, avoid that chastise. Murden is going to come in and try and land that Stormbolt, but does not connect to the coattails of Gul'dan there. But the stun is going to come out from Weenus Tiger, trying to get some pressure in onto Dung Beetle, with a great boop coming out from Lucio there to try and disengage any sort of follow-up there. So we do have the teams rotating down here. Special Chai, doing a great job zoning off the rotation here. Chastise is going to come out, but unfortunately not going to be able to connect with anyone. Asterix is going to boop the wall there, but they do miss a little bit of soak there in the mid lane. Taking a look at level 1 talents here, we do have a Convection Kael'thas on our hands. So the Chastise is going to come out, the Q is going to come out from Tychus there, trying to just get some wave clear. But just, continuing on here, Asmodan looking for some stacks. We have the Murden baseline going for the Qs, as well as Gul'dan already setting that 2 stacks of Corruption. So as usually the first team fight breaks out there over the shrines, we'll see a lot of those numbers growing up. All right, so we do see the quick rotate, pretty much Johnny on the spot coming out here on the camp from Clouded Mines. With that, they're going to have to see 210 Blechman Street going to rotate up here to deal with this, but we do see Johanna rotate up here as well. But the nice thing about having that Gaslow is those turrets will tank the Casa Camp down here, so they should make quick work of this one as well. The Casa Camp is going to get taken here by the side of 210 Blechman Street, and Skycake just going to rotate down here, make sure that the team is healthy. Dominator is going to rotate in here, but play safe. You know they were here, and you should be able to clear this wave pretty fast.
Yeah, so far so we have some good camp rotations here. Everyone kind of playing the macro game really well at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely here. So, yep, just doing a thing. We're going to rotate down here, taking a peek. Got both teams clearing the camps, taking a look here at the top lane. So we do see, I think Sonya does win this, especially if Tiger is trading into the lane here. So we'll just keep a look. The nice thing about the offlaners, we do try to peek up at them every once in a while. They're just up here getting the soak, providing the team with the levels that they desperately want so they can win the team fights later on here. So... But yeah, we do see Clouded Mines going to go ahead and rotate, going to start the Bruiser camp here. Great timing on this. Should finish it and have that thing marching in lane here as we look to our first Punisher of the game here. And it is actually a Frozen Punisher. So depending on team any kills here, you can get at least maybe the wall and a part of the fort here with a Frozen Punisher.
Absolutely. And I have to ask, Dax, are you surprised we see a Convection KT on this map specifically and not going for Mana Addict?
I'm surprised every time I see a Convection Kael'thas. I mean, if you take a look at it here, you gotta hit it, and then unfortunately, if you die, you'll lose the stacks, and you're really only going to get an additional 100 damage on that. But here comes a team fight. Is going to break out here. Dung Beetle find himself awfully low. Tiger is in here spinning to win. Asterix does disengage with that boop. Pings are going to come out. They are looking to position here a little bit better on the side of Clouded Mines. Asmodee just lobbing in bomb. Special Shy is going to step up, try and get the blinds in onto that Tychus so that he is not able to do any sort of damage. And they made quick work of that one. Murden finds himself low, does leap out here a little bit, but will need to back up. I don't know if they have enough health to deal with this John Cena leap here. But has a tap, getting the healing out. And let's see how they do this. So foregoing the first one, they do keep 3 here. They do have Sonya up top. And they actually send Venus down here in the bot lane to continue that soak. So I like the play from Clouded Mines here. They just, continue to soak. It is the first objective. They're not looking to get a whole heck of a lot. They get the wall here, but like I said, especially with that Gul'dan and the amount of siege that he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a great call by Clouded Mines to just play the soak game and try to get 10s before the other team does here.
Absolutely. Icex in the chat. It's going to be a great series. I'm hoping so. And Bankai with the raid. Party of 19, friend. Hopefully your cast went well. Hopefully the games were exciting. Like I said, looking forward to hearing about it. Raid City, Crush, you are right, my friend. Again, great timing on these raids. We're only, first objective in on Infernal Shrines, so plenty of match to go here. As we do see a 4-man bottom here, they're just going to keep an eye on these camp timings. 5 seconds down here on the Kaza camp. We do see Dung Beetle and Asterix going to go ahead and start their Kaza camp on their side of the map. A little bit of slow camp clear coming out from Tychus there, but can do it safely just fine. They're going to be able to leave all the mages down here to help clear this wave and this mutual camp as well.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing the blue team here commit to a 5-man bottom here to try to help stop the push that's going on, leaving Sonya up in top lane just to kind of do Sonya things.
Right, absolutely. But they do have that phenomenal double bruiser here with the Gaslow, has that follow-up stun, and then just the amount of poke damage also. Like it makes it hard for them to step up if he just has these turrets sitting down here in the bot lane. B-Pill with smiley face. Hello, friend. Hopefully you are well. We do see the sun going to come out. The Yeet of Faith is going to come out from Skycake there. And we're going to see Zamara just doing Gul'dan things. And the bomb spread, the living bombs coming out, getting some damage done. Venus was able to escape, not spread it to his friends.
Absolutely. One thing we love to see here, Dax, on Gul'dan, we have a little bit of a suck build happening here to help with the slows and really kind of keep someone locked in with Gul'dan.
Yeah, it's not the complete full suck build, so I at least have some respect for the Gul'dan player here. But yeah, it is a good talent. I mean, I think for me, I like the reduced healing for the extra spell power. But that fear is going to come out. 10's online. In comes the wombo combo. That grab a bomb connecting with 3 members. Murden does get out, but that is a double kill in favor of Clouded Minds.
Absolutely. Just an unfortunate time to kind of go in lane there and go between mid without vision, and definitely Clouded Minds having 10s and, you know, kind of capitalizing there.
Yep, absolutely. So 10's now online for the side of 210 Blechman Street. Fortunately enough for them, they're not going to. They might lose a little bit of this fort, and death timers are awfully short, so they should be okay. The next Punisher is going to arrive there in the top lane. It is going to be a Mortar Punisher there, but Tiger up here going to go ahead and just do the good thing, push this wave out as well, giving himself a little bit of vision. And should be able to start that if the team does slow the rotation up there on top, and should be a-okay. Yeah. Is going spin to win build with the leap. Love the leap. I am a Sonya leap player myself, so love to see that.
Yeah, no, definitely looking to get on the back line there, especially with that KT not quite finishing its convection stacks yet. Might be a good time to kind of get in on Sonya and leap in and see what we can do.
15 at the 20. I mean, usually you're playing against a convection Kael'thas or a Butcher, and that's just like the raid boss, right? That's kind of what you're focused on. But you know what? Maybe Clouded Minds aren't that worried about it. Maybe they're just going to pick the team fight here. So they are going to grab the Bruiser camp here, and I like the call here. It will force 210 Blechman Street off of the Immortal here to deal with this camp. I mean, like, this camp is going to be heading right onto that fort. So Tiger in the backline here, trying to bully in the Asterix. Out comes the Unstoppable from Johanna. Is going to condemn, catching 3 members. Bless Shield on top of it. Out comes the Light Bomb. In comes the Wombo combo with the... and there goes KT. All the stacks, all the beautiful stacks getting obliterated by Duenas on that gas low. The Special Chai does find himself low. Does hit the condemn. Continue to be low here. Out comes the Chastise. The healing is coming out, but down goes Tychus as well. Tiger is just spinning to win in the backline. Stun is going to come out, not to connect to anybody, but we do have Murden chasing down Special Chai. Down goes Lucio, down goes Gul'dan, and that is a 4-for-0 kill in favor of Clouded Minds here. 13's now online, and they are catching up rapidly on that Immortal here.
Oh yes, and it's you know, they have such a deadly combination with Johanna wrapping them in, light bombing, Blessed Shield. They have so much just instant lockdown. They don't even get to play the game very much once the ults come out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's unfortunately that Wombo combo. We may see some respect bans coming out here in game number 2, but Billiam Q Pillarson, I am sorry, I will put some respect on that name, and for some respect on that Gul'dan. I do like a Gul'dan player, but just you know, I think the suck build tends to be like a good out comes the Gravabomb again because it's 2 members. Asterix does find himself a little bit low. They should be able to lift up Special Chai. Leap is going to come in. Tiger is bloodthirsty, but amazing beat drop from Lucio there. But in comes John Cena with the follow-up stun. The Fear is going to follow up after that as well. Asterix will be able to snake out of there, but unfortunately Asmodean does not live to tell the tale. Dung Beetle finds himself awfully low as well. Jump should be up here in about 15 seconds again from John Cena. Yep, there it is. Going to go ahead and jump on the Murden. Has his own leap out of there. I like this kite backwards. They do lose their keep wall here. And in comes that siege damage from the Sonya and the Gul'dan. The Gul'dan going to have to mana tap to give himself some, or I'm sorry, life tap to give himself some mana. But need to be careful there. There's a lot of burst damage on the side of 210 Blechman Street.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to point out, right, with Clouded Minds, definitely the having the push there to clear that out, get camps, and just really forcing that, you know, the first fort down and pushing towards keeping the John Cena. Just an excellent macro play on their side.
All right, so they do need to be careful. We did see Venus and Gul'dan have to back there, so this invade is a little bit sketchy. Out comes the Blessed Shield, out comes the Leap, out comes the Light Bomb, and unfortunately just Dung Beetle is not able to push any sort of buttons at all whatsoever, but in comes that Living Bomb, going to be able to spread, get a lot of damage done, but great job by Skycake. Out comes, oh my goodness, and he does live. We do see Lucio trying to chase it down. Out comes the stun, not going to be able to connect to that slippery Lucio. Well done, Asterix there. So just, you know, losing one there, and a lot of ults used to just secure 1 kill. So, you know, even being down, not a bad trade. 13's now online for 210 Blechman Street, but 16's are right around the corner for Clouded Minds.
Checking on KT, looks like he is back to 11 stacks now, so working towards kind of finishing that quest up a little bit and hopefully getting a little more firepower on the convection stacks there.
Yeah, not too bad. I guess maybe it's a little bit easier on him on a map like this versus like somebody like Medivh. Usually when I lose stacks on Medivh, I'm just like, okay, this game can be over. I'm gonna play somebody else now.
Try next one.
Yeah, right. GG next. Yeah, I can just go play against AI. All right, so we do see Clouded Mind's gonna try and step up here and pressure this fort. Tiger getting in some good positioning, making all of the room, but in comes Murden. Does try to land that cube, but does not connect. In comes the gravel bomb. Out comes the shield. They do reconnect. They do take down Lucio. Murden does pop the avatar to keep themselves alive. Special try getting chunked by Dung Beetle. Johanna needs to be careful here. They are trying to hold on to their fort, but the Kazu camp here and the Gul'dan is no match for that fort, and it will go down.
Absolutely, just so much pressure, and looks like they might save it, and they do save the middle fort there, just barely hanging on to steer life.
It does. Taking a look at it, 464 health. I think that is less health than a base minion. Yes, base minion has at this point in the game 759 health.
Man, yeah, I think we might maybe just see Gazlo drop a turret, or maybe Gul'dan go and sneeze out a little bit on that to kind of knock it down and get some extra pressure with the catapult. So we'll come through every 3 waves there.
I don't like this. Get off this minion. There we go. There we go, friends. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, I don't want this. Stop. Good old things. Get out of here.
And we do see top camp pushing there, so that's definitely good on Cloud of Mind's side. They got a lot of pressure. They have all the vision they want in the middle there. Kind of maybe looking for easy pickoff there with the Murden kind of stepping up. Not really quite sure where everyone's at.
All right, so Tiger is in here spinning to win. The leap is going to come out on to Asmodee, and the chase is on. Out comes the stun. Out comes everything else. The Horrify does get used there, so not too shabby. They probably would have had the kill with that without that Horrify, but that down goes that 80-second cooldown. Fishing for 16s, I think, is what 210 Blechman Tree is looking to do here. They will send KT up here, sitting at 14 stacks of convection. Got to clear this wave, but they need to maybe look at something here. They do see Johanna in the mid lane. They know Kael'thas is not here. They know Asmodee is down, so they can't pressure up a whole heck of a lot. CM or Cloud of Mind should know that they do have the advantage here. So they're just going to opt to safely clear from their side of this 35 and counting. But the pings are going to come out onto Zamira there. Out comes the defensive gravel bomb, the light bomb combo on top of it, and the laser is coming out as well. Unfortunately, not enough healing to come out from that Lucio. Murden finds himself low, does pop the avatar, does get the Stormbolt off to stop Tiger in their tracks. They do get the Punisher here. The chase is on the stun and land from Gazlo, and down they go.
John
no!
Cena.
John Cena, you savage. Just let the poor convection stacks go, will you?
Oh, you hate to see it sometimes, but man, John Cena does what John Cena does.
All right, looking to jump again. It's going to land. Yep, it's going to land right there, unfortunately, on that Asmodee, and so does Tiger. Going to follow in up on that stun. Brutal combo there between John Cena and Tiger. Murden does leap out of the way here, and half health Punisher pushing this down. Looks like it will be the first keep of the game. Taking a peek up here at the top lane. The jump is going to follow up here. The stun is going to come out. Out comes the Condemn. Does not have leap up, and down goes Murden, and I think they may look to end here. They still have a little bit of health here. 20's not quite online, so 16's, this is the last hope fight here for 210 Blechman Street. In game number 1, the leap does come out onto Asterix, but out comes the fear, out comes the gravel bomb. Does not connect with anybody there, but does chase off Asterix there. Down goes Tychus, and game 1. And GG's going over to Clouded Minds.
Jeez.
All right, jumping over to the match summary screen here. What a game number 1 from both these teams here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we see in the score here as well, and just a dominant performance like Cloud of Minds. Good synergy, good combos with everyone, and the ult economy there was on display with just letting shields fly and following up as soon as they were up and ready, and they had a confirmed kill, and it definitely shows they have that kind of had their way and got kills whenever they wanted to kill there.
Yeah, absolutely. So taking a look here, kills 16-0. Unfortunately, 210 Blechman Street not able to just secure the kills. Now, Kael'thas, a ton of damage coming out there from him, 41,000 most in the game. But unfortunately, Anduin is able to heal a lot of that up. So just curious, maybe a little bit better of a front line, maybe to deal with Clouded Minds draft here. Because they just wanted to engage. They were really beefy, not having a whole lot of percent base damage outside of Tychus. I do like the Tychus pick there, but unfortunately, without the front line, he can't really step up either. So,
Yeah, absolutely. And Johanna having the blinds as well is just it, kind of was a really good counter on the Cloud of Mines' part to kind of just say, you know what, it's Tychus. We're not scared. We're just gonna go in and destroy you as soon as we see you.
all right, so taking a look here at the talent. So we did see the convection. Unfortunately, 2 times getting awfully close, not being able to finish that off. Did go Pyroblast there, and everything else looking here. So Tychus did go Dash. I like that talent. Grenade can be pretty well. Like the distance on the grenade can be good as well, but really just bigger they are, combat tactician, really going in on that trait and that percent base damage. Which again, looking at that team, I don't blame them at all whatsoever. Pardon me. And Lucio build, Murden build, they all look the same. So just GG's coming out there from both teams. As we jump back to us here, I will update the scoreboard for us. So if you were 210 Blechman Street, like, what do you opt for here? First pick? Do you want map pick? What are you feeling here?
I think we take a look at maybe getting first pick and trying to kind of see what Special Chai has in Rumble other tanks. But that Johanna was just so oppressive, and whether it was her by herself, I think that the Anduin was a nice accessory, but there was just so much lockdown able to pull you in and slow you down. I think we either look to take a Johanna maybe as a kind of in the earlier portions of this draft, or we just say, you know what, show us what else you got, and maybe look for a nice target ban there against it. But it's really hard just to pick out here exactly what they want to try to do this second match.
Yeah, absolutely. So just getting this out, I might have to make the lobby again. But yeah, just waiting for them to come through. So I think I think, like I said, they are a new team, probably just finding their way.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the skill. They're in C division, so the micro game, the mechanics are there. But that's just the nerves also. So okay, so we do want that.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, even like I said, I think this is my 3rd season, and I still get nervous for every single match that we play.
Oh, I feel ya. It is it's hard, and like I said, with the new team, it definitely takes a while to build like chemistry, that rapport, and kind of understand exactly what everyone's doing in the match, and kind of having that reliance on when you're going to be there to show fights, when you're taking camps, and all the kind of the nuanced things that we see with people with experience. Definitely, they have under their belts and know what's going on and know what to do at every point in time on the map.
Yeah, there's something I know I talk about that a lot when it comes to casting, is the continuity of the team, right? Those unspoken comms, where like to your point, like, so if you're playing with a Diablo, the charge, and the flip's going to immediately follow up, so you can put all of your skill shots behind that Diablo, and it just comes with time here. So just yeah, it's there. I said, and a lot of these newer teams, they kind of have a little bit until maybe they find their positions. I mean, they might be doing some position swaps, but you can see these teams catch fire here halfway through and then end up in the playoffs. And I think that, like I said, I think they have the tools in the toolbox here, and we do have a map coming out here. So let me just get that updated for everyone. All right, and I'll go ahead and make that map. You and I will jump in there. There we go.
So let me ask you, Dax, when you're getting this set up, what do you think? The the blue team needs to do here in order to kind of come back and look for a good match in game 2 here?
All right, so I will jump over here. While we get into that, I will jump over to the map picks and bans. So 210 Blechman Street actually opted for first pick again. They feel like that is their lucky charm. And then that will be Clouded Minds looking to take us over to Cursed Hollow. So as we round everybody else in here, jumping back to us. So what they have to do, maybe, taking a look at their map ban. So they banned Dragonshire, and they also banned Towers of Doom. So to me, I mean, this might be like their map bans make me think that they want team fights, right? Looking at their draft, I think game 1 they want a team fight. So I think that's what they're going to try and do here. So we could see just another team fight comp here, but they have to be mindful of this particular map. It's a very large map of the macro game. So just making sure, because we saw that out of Clouded Mines, is they were like, even pushing with objective, they were still soaking, top and bottom lane respectfully. So just to be able to keep up, because unfortunately, team fighting can get you somewhere, but unfortunately, experience doesn't match kills until level 7, or kills doesn't outweigh a lane of soak until after level 7. So, but camps, the camps and the boss clear here are very important, as well as the stall and the poke and the team fight. But maybe these teams play some fun stuff. We might see some Abathur, Illidan. We might see some Vikings. But I'm looking forward to it. Cursed Hollow is one of my favorites. So I will let the teams know. I'll make sure that they are ready. Before we get into here. All right, so we do see Skycake calling for the ready. We do see Slow Cheetah calling for it. All right, here we go. I am so bad at my life. Sorry, Punisher.
Oh, you're good, man. No worries.
All right, so I'm starting the game here. Well, so I have my stream deck, and it's... I'm bad. Hold on one sec. All right, team.
First time, huh, Dex?
Yeah. Just trying to get everything set up and mess with the stream. It's all right. It's happened. Well, I said, and then I messed up my stream deck. I forgot to set, because I was last time I used the regular NGS overlays and stuff. I was a solo caster, so I have to manually go over and switch it to the duo caster screen so we can see your lovely face instead of just mine. So.
All that work I did to get this camera working.
I know, man. I'm proud of you. Your first cast, you got everybody here in the chat. You got Crushinator, the head caster himself, if he's still hanging around. But no, Crush is a good dude. So we're coming in here into the draft. What do you ban here against what you saw from Clouded Minds here in Game 1? Do you ban anything that you saw?
Well, starting out with that Gazlo ban, I think that was definitely a good oppressive ban for them. Maybe targeting Weenus. See what else he has in his hero pool here. But Gazlo ban, always a good ban. He is a really good if you know how to use him, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even get a chance to hit the scene transition when they windmill slammed that Gazlo ban there. Yeah. So the May ban coming out again. Clouded Minds just not wanting to deal with that particular tank, and I don't blame him. I know we like to windmill slam that ban as well. She's just such a nuisance.
Yeah, okay. It takes a while to play around her.
All right, so opting for the Hogger ban this time. They did ban Imperius last time, but Hogger can do the camps, can solo the boss if able to. A couple heroes can do that, but Illidan needs an Abathur hat, and then who am I thinking? Twin Blades Varian can solo a boss as well. So let's just get rid of those heroes that you don't have to kind of keep tabs on 24/7.
Yeah, always a good option there. And the Stukov ban, my personal favorite, with the silence there. So always hard to play against. So definitely a good ban on the side of Clouded Minds.
All right, absolutely. Okay, I like the look of this. We are going to start with that Diablo there. So maybe potentially a Tychus pickup here. But Chromie, Chromie was left open here, was banned by Clouded Minds. I think that was their first ban in game number 1. So opting to pick up the Chromie this time is Zamara.
And we see the Tychus come out there. Definitely good counter to Diablo. Little surprised they were first picking Diablo. They didn't look at maybe the Tychus ban there, but Chromie on this map too. You have objective stall when she's just hanging out by the pool, throwing out some spells here, installing. It's a great pickup on this map for them.
Okay, I am liking this draft already. Coming out from 210 Blechman Street, they are going to go with that Uther. Could be solo Uther. Could be looking at a double support, but Diablo combo with the Uther stuns. And then picking up a Hanzo. So to the same point of that Chromie, Hanzo can also poke and stall out for days. And a lot of damage going to come out here. So a lot of CC already on the side of 210 Blechman Street.
Oh, you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Double Dam in the chat. Hello, Double. Hopefully you're feeling better, dear. But she's saying go Clouded Minds. So third and final ban coming out here from CM After Dark. And you know what? Maybe it's tough to say. Okay. They are going to ban that Kael'thas. A ton of damage coming out from him in game number 1. And just, in these small, tight choke points that they just do not want to deal with kind of makes you think of your positioning, right? It kind of doesn't let you stand where you necessarily want to stand or where you want to go. But the Brightwing band's going to come out, another Diablo counter. I don't hate that one at all. It is a global on this particular map.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm surprised we haven't seen any global bans or any global picks yet. With Dahaka Falstead still hanging out there, two really good options on Curse Hollow or any large base, large map that we have here in Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, all right. So here we go. Locking these in here is going to be the Johanna and the Anduin combo again. They like that Wombo combo, and they were left to pick that back up. So, we could see the Divine Shield coming out from the Uther. We could see the Divine Storm. So they may just wait for that, follow up with the stun. Unfortunately, Tychus does need to step up into that. Making quick reach for Diablo. Hanzo Poke is going to come out. So there is the blinds. The counter blind's going to come out. Okay, a pseudo global. Yeah.
Yeah, another good wave clear, especially Lava Wave on this map, right? You can help clean up planes. Especially if you're going against the Curse, that's a really nice way to kind of clean out the minions there from the opposing team.
All right, absolutely. And there is the Dahaka. So you called that there. We do have Tiger. Going to go ahead and pick up that Dahaka. So, Ragnaros does have the pseudo global come level 10. Can get the Lava Wave if they opt for the Lava Wave. And the nice thing about Ragnaros on this particular map is he can use his Molten Core and really help poke and stall out these objectives. And then the Dahaka, the nice thing about Dahaka is like he like you said, he can just be anywhere he really wants to be and show up at the last moment and keep that soak train rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I think we're looking for another good a good match between these two. But Dax, again, back to you. Who do you think had the better draft here at the moment?
Oh man. Having the global like in Dahaka, I like that. At least early they will have that, and then the Wombo combo with the Chromie. But if they do happen to live through that, Diablo can just dive Chromie in the back line when Johanna is up in the air. So this is so tough. I want to say I'm gonna go with 210 Blechman Street. I like the CC coming out there. Anduin has the Yeet, but he doesn't necessarily have a cleanse.
Yep.
So I'm going to opt on the side of the most CC.
Yeah, I would actually agree with you on this one. Yeah, I think we're hopefully looking forward to a good game here and seeing what we can do with all these all the CC we have between 210.
All right, so over here on the left-hand side for 210, we have Loido on the Uther this time, Slow Cheetah on the Diablo, Dominator on the Cassia, Asterix on Hanzo, and Blanchard on Ragnaros. Who do we have on the right-hand side for Clouded Minds?
All right, on right side, we have Social Chai back on Johanna. We have Tiger on Dahaka, Skycake 420 on Anduin. We have Weenus on Tychus, and then Zamara on the Chromie.
All right, so we do see a little bit of rotations. We do see Johanna got to rotate down here, grab that vision camp for the team. Make sure there's no funky rotates going to come in. And the nice thing about the Hanzo and the Chromie, they can both provide decent amount of vision for their teams here. So as we dance and shuffle around here in the mid lane before we rotate out, now we do see Ragnaros up in the top lane already. Now the wave clear is going to be far better on the side of Clouded Minds, at least until level 4, when Hanzo can at least get at least some sort of wave clear there.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of making sense to see Rag back off in the top lane there. Little worries about the rotation coming through, and was expecting that Anduin Johanna to come up there.
All right, and to your point here, so we do see Johanna up here in the top lane, gonna lane against Ragnaros. And we do see Anduin and Tychus going to go ahead and start this Bruiser camp. I like this call. The objective is going to spawn here in the top first, which means you grab this one, get this one pushing immediately here, and then closer to objective, you can rotate and grab the one on the opposite side of the map, really putting your enemies in that catch-22 of either letting that thing push while you're stalling over the objective, or just maybe forego the first one here.
Yeah, absolutely. With Dahaka in bottom lane, if they find the bottom camp right, you have a big choice to make, whether you stay bottom and match Dahaka, or you go top and let Dahaka free push there.
All right, and then we do see Uther just kind of holding soak down here, holding their own against the Haka, but they're going to rotate. They are going to 4-man rotate onto their bruisers, as we see here. Clouded Minds made quick work of that. They do have their camp pushing here in the mid already. We do see Tychus and Anduin going to rotate here on the CG boys, doing their thing here, but Slow Cheetah is going to step up here and just start pre-clearing this Diablo. Not with the best wave clear in the game, but can get the job done if need be.
Absolutely. And we do see the Giants picked up for Clouded Minds there. It does feel a bit early there on the initial rotation, but you know, they have nothing to counter that at bottom beyond an Uther, so
yeah,
we'll see if they make that rotation down to help out with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Uther's wave clear and cam clear is absolutely pitiful. They will probably have to rotate somebody down there. We do see him going to go ahead and start the rotate already, and unhindered. It's usually about an 11-second rotate from top to bottom. But here we go. So Tiger can stay down here with this Uther. I mean, that is their sole healer down here in the off lane. Tiger does connect the tongue on to Uther, but not without dinner first. Is going to chunk. The stun is going to come out from Uther, and the healing is here as well. But in comes Slow Cheetah into the flank. Does get the Diablo charge. Does get the Flame Breath out. Try to get this flip as well. But in comes the rest of the team. Are they going to get the pick? Out comes the Essence, and the Stasis is going to come out from Tiger there. Holy moly, is able to live there. But peeking up here in the top, Venus does get the channel started, but out comes that Molten Core from the Ragnaros. Is going to be able to delay that, but that is a huge cooldown just for this particular thing. The tongue peeking down here in the bottom. Tiger is holding his own, but the team looks like they are forcing this objective here. And while Rag delays, they are just getting part of this wall down and part of Tiger's health pool.
Yeah, it definitely interesting choice. You know, with that rotation down, they all committed to the bottom, and they got a little bit off of it. So, you know, it's you know, first curse objective there, 1 of 3. So they got a couple more chances to get there and claim one of those 410s.
Absolutely. So we're going to see a team fight maybe break out here. The vision coming out from Chromie and all of these traps. But out comes the trap, going to get the stasis out there. The poke from the Q is going to land on Cheetah. Out comes the W as well. The Sand Blasters eating sand all day long. Spy Cake going to hit the Chastise onto that. The boop going to come back from the grenade. The stun is going to come out onto Johanna. Asterix is a little low in the backline, but unfortunately, Venus is not able to seal the deal there with the Tychus.
Yeah, absolutely. Hanzo got hot a little bit out there, a little too far up. Some good follow-up, but couldn't quite confirm that kill. So good on blue team. Keeps in the fight for this second curse tribute here.
All right, so good job by Asterix. Going to go ahead and grab Vision. Same with Chromie. Opting for the Vision at level 1 to get Vision for the team. Just some free poke going to come out. The double condemn does kind of stop the Chastise from landing there, but it is okay. In comes Tiger. Going to dig into the back line. Does get stunned. Does get flipped. The stun going to come out. Does pop. His Essence does get the Yeet of Faith, so Yeet is done. So Diablo can look to get a little bit aggressive here, but Chromie, that cheating hero, does have their ultimate already. They do look to try and catch in onto Dominator, and in comes the Fan. He needs to be careful. Does get the tongue landed onto him. The poke is going to come out. Venus is in the chase, but does get wall banged in response there. Does get the time trap to save him, but unfortunately does get that wall
time trap there.
Yeah, great time trap, but Slow Cheetah is not done. Down goes the Cassie in the backline. Venus is awfully low. Diablo is on the chase. He does lose his life in that chase. Out comes the healing from Anduin there to keep Venus alive. He is going to go ahead and back, and that is a 4-for-0 trade in favor of Clouded Minds there. I don't know how that happened. Venus was like sub 100 health there for so long.
Sneaky Venus for sure there. Great healing, great recoveries, great focus on everyone. It kind of helped put a big body in front of Venus to save him there. But that Chromie time trap definitely was the MVP of that skirmish right there.
Yep, absolutely. So they do make the rotate up here, and this is a great boss call. This boss will be picked up and marching down the lane with potentially them grabbing level 10s and the curse tribute here, but not without a rebuttal here, because we do see 210 Blanchard. Blechman Street down here, going to clear this own boss of their own. So no double boss play come out from Clouded Minds. The stun is going to happen. We're going to see Slow Cheetah peeling up here as well, just to help disengage the Clouded Minds. I like that play from Slow Cheetah here, but out comes this objective here. Dahaka is up top pushing with that Bosch, but again, he can be here whenever he wants to. Out comes the Bless Shield. The Curse does get picked up, but the Diablo combo is going to hit Special Chai, but does get the Eat of Faith out of there. And we do have Diablo with that space hat on, not being able to do anything at all whatsoever. Down goes Diablo. Does not have souls, so we'll be back up shortly. We do see Molten Core does get popped here by Ragnaros. Tense not quite online here. They are 2 levels away, so great level lead coming out from Clouded Minds here, and they're just going to opt to clear this boss. And I mean, that's boss pushing up in the top lane is marching towards a keep wall, but I mean, just great pickup here from 210. I mean, they're going to negate essentially this whole objective, but the chase is on. The blind is going to come out. Blanchard does pop the E to give a little bit of movement speed, but Venus does have the chase with that Tychus. In comes the Chastise, and down goes Ragnaros by the Anduin. But the tongue is going to come out onto Diablo. Out comes the Light Bomb just to secure that kill here, and they are forcing more damage onto yet another keep wall. We do have the other 2 members. This boss is still healthy here. It is marching. It is still above half health. This might be a keep here, if not on both sides from Clouded Minds.
And just great pressure on their part. Nice push there, and you see them recognizing that maybe it's time to leave bottom, so they definitely head out there. So they'll get the walls, towers there in front of that bottom keep. But all in all, definitely a very worthwhile curse. Been kind of taking out all 3 of the first towers there.
Yep, absolutely. And we do see Potato Head in the chat. Dax and Punisher. Nice Chromie play, he says. So
I praise him from that, man.
Absolutely. Chromie one trick, everybody in the chat.
But the 2 strats, Dax. Come on now.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. But we do see Clouded Mind's going to rotate up here, try to get some more map pressure going here. Trying to paint the map red, and that's what we got to see from 210 here. I mean, 13s aren't online for Clouded Minds. They are well on their way. But the thing about these waves being pressed in is they can safely soak from the comfort of their own front porch, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely gives them an opportunity to maybe soak for 13s. Maybe look at giving this curse tribute coming up here, and then looking to get 13s and looking for an engage there.
All right, so taking a look here, we do have Lava Wave, but I don't know if I have seen it yet come out from Ragnaros. I'd like maybe see it here bottom if I can. The team does position here in the middle, maybe looking for a pick. They do dive onto the Chromie, but out comes the Yeet of Faith. But in comes Johanna from the bush, from the backline, going to connect and condemn with 3 people. The root is going to come out onto Slow Cheetah. Out comes the APOC. The arrow does come out, going to connect onto Special Chai, but down goes Diablo. The 3-man Light Bomb is going to come out here. Rag does start the channel of the Molten Core, but does get interrupted here. But down goes Cassia. Down goes the Hanzo. The D shield is going to come out onto Ragnaros. He does live to fight another day here, but that is another triple kill in favor of Clouded Minds.
Yeah, definitely a nice D shield there to save Blanchard there. Kind of in a sticky situation. Johanna with the interrupt to get him out, but good play on Uther there to kind of get his buddy saved and maybe live to fight another day.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do see Tiger and Ween is going to rotate up here and just make quick work of this Giants camp. So great zoning coming out from Zamara here on that Chromie, putting down those time traps just to help with any sort of poke strategy there coming out from 210. But unfortunately, I like the call from them just to safely soak, try and get 13s here. And forego this. So out comes the Lava Wave, is going to clear. So with that Lava Wave, they will be able to at least catch up with Soaker a little quicker. But Zamira does find himself in trouble, and a weird interaction there with the Cassie is going to try and chase down, but a 4-man stun is going to come out. Stasis on the Chromie is awfully low, 45 health, and they do get the pick there. Yes. Special Chai low in the back. We do see Ragnaros just peppering the entire backline of Clouded Minds with the flames. We do see Slow Cheetah a little bit low on health. The poke is coming back out, and not too bad. I mean, a 1-for-1 trade there, and that's a positive trade for 210 just being down. They now have 13s, 16s, not quite online yet for Clouded Minds. Those death timers are awfully low. Both teams not at 16 yet, but you know what? They have the full party here as they march Tiger, just looking for a bush to hide in.
Yeah, and looking at Soak here, I feel like looking at this, I think Rag and Blanchard is definitely keeping up with the global Dahaka there. Pretty much, you know, they're 100 points difference there in the Soak, and now Blanchard just takes it ahead. So Unfortunately, come down to a couple team fights for this level lead here, but definitely blue team playing a lot more feisty right now and really looking for some good stuff here.
All right, so Tiger is just sitting here in this bush. They know that he's here. I mean, he is just being a distraction as the team does go ahead and start the boss up on their side of it. Does land the tongue onto Slow Cheetah, but not enough damage is going to come out here. So they must know that the other team not showing up here is on the boss. That boss is picked up, and we'll make quick work of that that keep here as we do see Tiger setting up in position. They do not have the clear. This is going to be Slow Cheetah is going to step up here. Out comes the Chastise, does not connect with anyone. Tiger is going to step in here, does get the silence out onto the line, but out comes Ball Lightning, out comes Light Bomb. Johanna is going to step up and condemn, catch 3 members, but out comes that D-Shield, down goes Tiger, down goes Shy.
Down.
So amazing Bless Shield coming out there. I'm not sorry, not Bless Shield, but D-Shield coming out there. Pings are coming out onto Zamara. But great defense of that boss there coming out from 210, and they start heading up on that boss. We may see Clouded Mines. Okay, they are going to opt to defend here instead of push with this boss and maybe try and end.
Absolutely. I don't think, with just that timers being this low, they get it close, they don't quite end, so definitely more worthwhile to kind of clean up that boss, and that's what they do, and especially down both their front line, it's going to be a little hard to get in there with Diablo running your back line.
Yeah, an amazing D-Shield again from Uther that, we may be talking that as, potential play of this game here, depending on how things shake out. 16's almost online. Another even talent here for 210 to want to take a fight here. Structure-wise, they're holding on to 2 keeps. They do have 1 fort down in the bottom taken away from Clouded Mines. But, with the curse, with a boss, it doesn't matter. That's all you need is a winning lane. And we may see it here.
Yeah, absolutely. Late game curse are definitely probably one of the more dangerous of the objectives here. Just so much pressure they can put in. But a nice choke point here. Looking for maybe a nice little team fight.
All right, out comes Tiger in the back line, does catch that arrow to the face, but out comes a 3-man light bomb. We do see Uther stepping up to try and poke away Tychus, but unfortunately does have to pop the D-Shield on himself, but they are successful in that pick onto the Chromie in the back line, but down goes Uther. Uther does all of his best healing while he is dead, so he will probably be able to keep Asterix alive here, and he does Ninja Leap over the wall, but Slow Cheetah is here as well, looking to flip onto Venus, but does not get it. Special Chai is now on the chase. All the poke is going to come out. Venus does dash, is going to try and get some of those auto attacks off. The Chastise does come out, but it does not connect. In comes the Condemn, but that does connect. He does jump on the back line looking for Venus. In comes Blanchard here as well. The Meatball does come out to pressure some of that damage, but no mana on this Diablo, and that will be a dead Diablo. No souls quite yet at 34 for the Diablo here. So 2 kills, 2-1, but we do have Uther back up here in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, so, on that one, it's just unlucky they got the Chromie kill, but Uther kind of got left in the back line there, and, you get a little healing from it, but just no sustain really to kind of help keep him alive on that last little chase down there.
All right, absolutely. So we do see the Giants here pushing up in the top. Lava Wave is going to help that one out. So the nice thing about 210 here is this curse essentially does nothing for Clouded Mines. I mean, it shuts off the keeps and buildings, but, I mean, they're down to 2 keeps. Essentially, Venus does put down that Dracker laser drill, and it's setting its sights right here. Make quick work of that fountain, and now quick work of this second keep here. So we will see a 5v5 team fight here. Chromie just going to poke out some of the damage, but in comes Blanchard, probably going to look to do this here, but does get condemned out of that. The stun from the arrow is going to come in. Tiger does launch the tongue, but does miss Asterix here in the back line. Stasis does get popped. Burrow dig from Tiger as well to reposition here. Asterix trying to get the poking that he can down here. Looking at it. Slow Cheetah looking to dive into the back line here. Asterix just trying to get all the play. Out comes the Bless Shield. Out comes the Light Bomb combo onto Hanzo. He does get it. The D-Shield does leap over the core. Beautiful D-Shield again coming out here. In comes Blanchard. In comes the swipe. It is enough to connect to this Shadow Cheetah. Venus, down goes Venus. Skycake is next on the chopping block. Tiger will not maybe make it out of here. In comes the Diablo combo, the stun, the wall bang. Take him out to dinner next time. Holy moly. And the Chromie kill. In comes Special Try to help peel away with Tiger. Does pop the Unstoppable. Slow Cheetah is going to back away here, but I don't think Uther is done. Going to catch the tongue. The stun is going to come out from Tiger. Uther is not done yet, but unfortunately, Dahaka in that bush with them fast feet. But in comes a dive on the Special Try. Should have Unstoppable. Does get blinded. Does get popped. The stun will come out. Not able to pop that Unstoppable, and that is a staggered death in 19s. And what a team fight there, and defense coming out from 210.
Absolutely. Some good moxie coming over from 210, but they're looking in. Mid lane's open. They're going to start pushing this in or looking to do something here. But, with that staggered death, they really got to make the most of this. Either clean up bottom, get some camps, and push what they can bottom here, it looks like.
Yep, absolutely. I do like this call here. I like the lava wave coming in here in the bot lane. 20's now online for Clouded Minds, but unfortunately they are dead, and 20's now online. We may see the double lava wave coming out here from... looking to see if he will take it and send it top there, but they can now have two lanes just continued pressure here into Clouded Minds, and again even it up, no keeps, so every single lane is a winning condition for Clouded Minds. Absolutely. But 210 is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, do we see them maybe baiting boss here, see what's happening, or it looks like they're going to just go ahead and try to rip this as quickly as possible with Johanna being off the map at the moment?
Well, yes, Johanna is off of the map, and unfortunately their rip is really slow compared to Clouded Minds.
Oh, what a
Tiger.
big play.
Yep, does hit the AoE isolation there. They do peel off of that. Tracking laser does come out, but hitting the double arrow there in the back line, not going to take Playmaker. The slow cheetah does find themselves low in the back. Still not enough souls. 3 souls away from the res, but we do see the D-Shield coming out on to Cassia, the fan. But down goes Johanna again, and Zamara is awfully low in the back line, but Atrox is getting chased down by Tiger. The heal coming out from Uther is there. Pink Scar coming out from Venus, but Venus just doing all of that percent base damage. The chase is on for this Uther as the camp is pushing here. Tribute is up. They're going to continue to chase. Unfortunately, poor Uther. Did he take it? No, he took the AoE D-Shield. Down he goes, so he does not have the Resurrect, and that is a team wipe in favor of Clouded Minds, and I think we are looking at the beginning of the end here.
I think so, and unfortunately on that last one there, you had Diablo kind of get trapped in the back line with the laser, and then Chromie slowing stands, just nowhere for him to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. Slowing sands is such an impressive ability if you get caught in it. But here we go. The heat is on. We are at 94% and falling. The armor is getting shredded onto this core. First member up is Diablo, up in 4 seconds. I'm not sure if he will have enough gumption out here to get anything done. Maybe hit that APOC if you can, try and get any sort of stuns. But the core is at 50%, and again, continue to fall. Out comes the light bomb, stunning Diablo in his tracks, and down it goes. And I think this is GG's game 2 and the series going over to Clouded Minds after dark.
The quick end-to-end kill there just to kind of wrap things off, but definitely, really nice work by Clouded Minds here, kind of pushing their advantage, and Tiger right there with that just amazing ult there to silence everyone and their mother on that boss to kind of really seal the deal for him there.
All right, so taking a look at these stats here, a lot better game coming out from 210 there, 10 kills to 20, but we did see Clouded Minds take a little bit of an early game advantage there, but they came roaring right back there, and it was looking kind of close, like hitting 20s almost about the same time. Unfortunately, they just didn't have a structure to hold on to, and they just unfortunately lost that last team fight there.
Yeah, absolutely. They showed really good promise there, really good fights, good engages there at the end, but unfortunately, just I think of probably a little too much damage coming out for Uther to try to negate all that with Chromie and Taika's doing what they do best.
Yeah, absolutely here. So taking a look at the talents real quickly, as we did see enhanced agility. So we did see race car to Haka there. Love to see that. A lot of bushes to take advantage of that. Rotating. Don't have to necessarily rely on dig as much. You can kind of keep that rolling. So it looks like we did can get a interview here. So, oh my goodness, Nexus Gaming Series coming in with a rate of 47. Hello, everyone coming over from Nexus Gaming Series. Hopefully that was a fantastic Storm Division game. I'm looking forward to rewatching the VOD of that one. Love following Storm Division here. And unfortunately, we are at the end of this one. Clouded Minds winning 2-0 here. But thank you again for the raid. We do get an interview here with Zamara, the Chromie player, from game number 2 here, so we can kind of pick their brain. Any other talents you'd like to take a look at here, Punisher, when we get rolling?
No, I think the only thing that I like there with the pair with the Chromie was the level 20 for the Dragon Laser to do the extra percent base damage, or the extra damage up to 100% on the slows, and keeping on that Diablo. And I think if you go back and look at that, that was the big factor in just kind of erasing Diablo from the map there on that last team fight.
Yeah, that is absolutely disgusting. So if you have a way of locking somebody down, right, like I said, that slowing sands in those tight little bush nooks and crannies there, just a really oppressive talent there. as well. So let's jump out of here, jump back to us, and as I see this, we will jump into. I just want to see where they are in
Lobby
Discord.
4, it looks like.
Lobby 4. All right. I will unfortunately have to drop the call, but I will see you in there.
Sounds good.
Hello, Zamara. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you so much.
How are you guys feeling after that quick 2-0 victory?
Pretty good. Can't lie.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, let's start with game number 1 here. We went to Infernal Shrines. Now, we saw the double bruiser comp coming out from you guys. Is that something you like to run, or that's just kind of how it happened to play for you guys?
Every once in a while, we have one of our team members that is really good on bruisers, so we always run at least one bruiser. But they left Gazlo open, so we kind of just jumped on it, and then we wanted someone with our off lane to keep Gazlo part of our 4-man. So that was basically the strategy.
Yeah, absolutely, and just Weenus hitting. Just I think at least minimally. I don't think I saw maybe no less than 2-person Gravo bombs there in game 1.
Yeah. And we talked about it before game that if we were gonna run Gazlo, Gul'dan, that we were like really gonna try to time our fears and our Gravo bombs properly so that we didn't fuck them up.
Yep. Absolutely.
Pardon my language.
No, it's all right. It's all right. We all do it, and but no, it was a really good game. Punisher, any questions or comments about game number 1?
Yeah,
go for it.
I was gonna say with your Gul'dan, do you find that you like to kind of go that level 7 to slow them down with the suck there?
Yeah, so people ask me all the time. I take the level 1 talent for corruption just because I've played around with the other level 1 talents, but I feel like if you are able to hit that level 40, that 40 max and get the extra damage, it is nasty late game. So I kind of like to build a little bit of a hybrid build between the life drain and the corruption, and it seems to be working out pretty well for me. So.
Hey,
yeah, it was great to see, and I personally love suck build and ARAM, so it was nice to see that happen in some coordinated hybrid build there. So yeah.
All right. So yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. All right. So heading to game number 2, opting for Cursed Hollow. Now, is that something like you'd like to play Cursed Hollow, or just recognizing that they went and banned just larger maps in the map pool, and then that one was left over?
I will be completely honest. When my raid captain and our tank were kind of discussing the maps that we were wanting to pick from, I kind of was tuned out dealing with some real life things. So I'm not 100% sure why we picked those 3 maps or the 3 maps that we did kind of want to choose from. But I mean, they were maps that we had practiced on before and that we were comfortable with. I would personally say that my least comfortable map is Infernal Shrines, just because I have a personal vendetta against the John Cena. That's just me. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily one of my worst maps, but it's not my favorite map. So when we played it first, I was a little nervous going into that game. I was a little bit more comfortable going into Cursed Hollow.
No, that is an A-okay there. So taking a look at the Chromie build there for you, I think she has 3 decent builds. I mean, I see more and more the vision at level 1 for the Chromies. I mean, is that just something you like to provide your team, or do you just think that Q or W is no longer viable?
Yeah, so basically, and this is something that I was actually talking with my tank Chai right before the game as well. I really, really like Time Walker's Pursuit for 2 reasons. If you take the W, it's only a 20% increase on the damage, and if you take the Time Walker's Pursuit, it's a 15% spell power increase. Literally, I think the time on it is less than a minute, if not a minute, or something like that. So for the 5% decrease in the W build, which is a skill shot that you have to hit, I consistently can have 15% spell power plus a global vision. And I find that that is a lot more viable in the long run for team utility and a lot of other things. It's the same reason that I like to take the triple time trap, because I've played around with other uh, builds with the time trap level at 3 as well, but I feel like having 3 time traps plus sands, it just, especially on a map with tight corners like Cursed Hollow, it provides a lot of utility for your team to set up kills, to give your team extra time to channel things, etc., etc. And then I like to take it level 7, the extra damage on disabled heroes, because I don't know, every once in a while you don't hit a Q. And and I like to make sure that if I can set up a Sands kill, that I am literally going to drop my Time Walker's Pursuit on them. I'm going to get the extra damage from the proper greeting. And I mean, if I do make it to level 18 and I get that extra 20% spell damage, if somebody does get caught in the signs, I can literally delete Diablo or any tank off of the map. And I mean, it is. I've seen it happen, and it literally was just like, it makes me so excited. I'm like, God damn, this champion is broken.
Oh yeah, I think we've all had those moments, but no, it was a really well played Chromie, and I'm with you. The extra time trap, yeah, I think the extra time traps at 4 is my go-to as well for the zoning control as well on those particular maps. Punisher, any questions for from game number 2?
Yeah, I guess a couple questions here. For the first one, I feel like Weenus might owe you some sort of adult beverage for that save. Just a wonderful happenstance. So just make sure you push that on him a little bit there.
I've actually, my time traps are super, I would say clumsy is the right word. Every once, I've played enough Chromie to where like I can really, wait for my teammate to walk out of the hitbox and the enemy team to walk in and like catch them, the proper way. But every once in a while, I'll set up like 2 kills for my team and I'll totally wind up sacrificing one of my other teammates. And I'm like, yo, I'm really sorry.
Definitely calculated there. But as far as game 2 and even in game 1, your guys' macro is really just on point there. So I guess can you kind of talk to me about what kind of goes through your guys' kind of prep for the maps, and how are you guys' comms during that on calling shots and going about it that way?
I gotta give props to Chai 100%. He is a phenomenal shot caller. Like both Tiger and I, we do tank for our team every once in a while. I mean, we kind of take turns when we're practicing with different roles just so that we can all get comfortable. But Chai is a phenomenal shot caller, and he keeps us on top of our camp clear, our wave clear. I mean, when we all have a general good sense of like, okay, top's being pushed, we need to clear that. But he is really on the game, and I gotta give it to him to that for sure.
Absolutely. Any other questions, Punisher?
No, that's it. Just a great game tonight. It was great to watch, and definitely good luck the rest of the season for you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Well, before we let you go, any shout-outs that you would like to put out there?
If any of my guildies came to watch the game, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm actually really excited. This is my first time playing part of the series, and
Awesome.
in tournaments. I alpha and beta tested this game back in like 2016, and I played up until 2018. And then I took a little bit of a break for college, and within the last year or 2, I've come back to it. And I eventually found these guys, and they had too many friends on the Clouded Minds team, so they were just like, hey, we're looking for a couple more people so that we can have 2 full teams. And I mean, we all played together, we all got along really together, we practiced for a while, and eventually they just asked me to be part of the team, and I was like, hell yeah. No questions asked.
No, absolutely not. And then you just got to play one of those games with Weenus where he just does nothing but say his entire vocabulary is the soundboard. But
oh my gosh, it's great. You guys have to hear. Eventually, we'll get him on a game when we're streaming. of him playing Orphea because he is a chomp chomp soundboard, and it is phenomenal.
All right. Well, I will let you get back to your team. You guys can celebrate. But again, congratulations on the 2-0 victory and that ever marching for first place here in the Nexus Gaming Series.
Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Yeah, you as well.
All right, Punisher. Just going to give you a call back here, friend.
Yep, no worries.
All right. Get that sweet, sweet pop out. Turn off my camera. Just make sure that looks all beautiful. All right, Punisher, my friend, thank you so much for joining me. I'll leave the floor to you. You can pimp anything that you'd like, shout out anything you'd like, or post your socials. I know you said you didn't have any, but the floor is yours.
I'm not that hip these days, Dax. Come on. No, again, so I guess obviously thanks to you for letting me kind of hang out here tonight. It was fun. Hopefully I didn't, do too awful for you here and did you proud here, but yeah, no, thanks for everyone in chat for joining tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy the games there, and congrats again to both Clouded Minds and the guys over at 210. Some hard fought games just didn't go their way, but they definitely have the skills, I think, to kind of really take it to some teams the rest of the season here.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep your heads up. 210. Don't give up. Tools were there. You gave Clouded Minds a run for their money there. In the late game, things will shake out. It's a long season, and anything can really happen in any of these games on any given day. But no, thank you so much for joining me. It was a blast to have you here casting with me. You're welcome back anytime that you're available. And it's just nice to see nice, sunny, warm weather behind you in what is the tundra of the Northeast. But to everyone in chat, thanks for the raids, everybody. Thanks for joining us, watching this, the shout-outs, the bits, everything else that we had seen. I am Dax. This is my channel here, so Dax_Hots. If you like it, give me a follow. I play some Salty Storm League every once in a while, but it's usually just some casts. I do some things for 30K on my for here, so I do cast for them as well. So if you like Casted Hots, just stay tuned here, and we'll find somebody for you guys to raid. But again, thanks for everyone that came out tonight. And again, congratulations to Clouded Minds on their victory. All right. And we'll send you over to Bankai. Looks like he is casting yet another game. Just give all the love while you're there. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time.
Really, really low. She's still gonna stay here.